Greetings. It's my delight to come to you today on this video to share with you some important updates for 2018 related to the conference's health insurance plan, as well as something I'd like to share with you about our property and casualty insurance that will benefit the churches across our conference. First, let me address our health insurance. Our health plan is a self-funded plan. That means the premiums that we collect from the churches, from the clergy for their contributions, for dependent coverage, that is all the income that comes in to pay for the claims that we incur. We try very hard to keep both of these as close to possible and balanced as we can. But as we prepare for the future and plan for the future, every year we are looking at what the trending analysis is for this past year, what the claim history has been, what experts that we utilize and outsource for the administration of our health plan tell us. All these come together for us to try and project what those premiums should be for the forthcoming year. Because we're a self-funded plan, we pay 100% of the claims. Now, we do have what's called stop-loss insurance, which you may think of as a deductible for the conference. But our stop-loss is capped at $200,000. That means for a claim to be paid, has to hit that amount before our co-insurance kicks in and helps offset that. For the last couple of years, Western North Carolina Conference has not needed to use the stop-loss. But already in 2017, we've had to use it about 3 times. It looks like we may be going into a 4th. Claim experience this year has been hot. Our clergy are getting older and more claims are coming in. Our pool has been shrinking and therefore it's taking a lot more of the cost. But your Health Benefits Committee is absolutely committed to keeping our premiums and our cost as contained as possible. Very important to them, very important to me as your treasurer, that we have an affordable, efficient plan for our clergy and for their families. For 2018, we are again offering 2 plans for the active clergy. The basic plan is a lower cost plan, but it will have higher deductibles, higher co-pays, higher co-insurance. The Basic Plus plan is a higher cost plan, but it has lower deductibles, lower co-pays, lower co-insurance. We also require our clergy to make a contribution to the cost of their coverage based on a sliding salary scale. Those forms and that scale is available at the conference website, or you can email, call me. We'll be glad to provide that for you. Dependent coverage is 100% on the clergy. The conference or the churches do not pay anything toward that. For the Basic Plus plan, the difference between the cost of the two is also on the clergy. The churches always pay a base premium. So if you as a clergy person elect to go with the Basic Plus, just bear in mind the additional cost is also on you. For 2018, the Health Benefits Committee recommended and the Conference Board of Pensions and Health Benefits approved an 8% across the board increase on the basic plan and a 10% across the board for the Basic Plus. The reason the Basic Plus is more is because, as you can expect, we are incurring more cost with it. As it has lower co-pays, lower deductibles, the conference is actually putting more money into it. And therefore, the committee wrestled and ultimately decided that we have to balance those two. I do want you to know that the committee did go to the open market to find a fully funded plan as opposed to our self-funded approach. We went to 4 different well-known insurance companies here in North Carolina for their proposals. 2 of them chose not to propose to us. They looked at our record, they looked at our history, and for whatever reason, they declined to offer a proposal. The other 2 did offer us one. One was Blue Cross Blue Shield, and their proposal was $2 million more aggregate than what our increases are now projected to be. And we went to WestPath, their Health Flex program out of the WestPath, formerly the General Board of Pension and Health Benefits United Methodist Church. Their proposal was $3 million more than our plan with its projected increases. The Health Benefits Committee said, no, we need to stay where we are. It is certainly much more cost efficient. For retirees in our annual conference for 2018, we are again offering our Medicare supplement plan for those who are age 65 and older and not under a full-time or three-quarter time appointment. There will be no price increase. Let me say that again. No price increase for the 6th year in a row for our retiree plan. And the reason is that is because those that went long before me and so many of us currently were very prudent and wise in taking investments and putting them into work to subsidize the cost of our retiree plan. And we're very pleased that those returns are helping again for this coming year to keep those costs at an affordable level. For those of you who are retired but not yet age 65 and on Medicare, you are still fully eligible to participate in one of our 2 active health plans, but the cost is completely upon you. We are also pleased for 2018 to continue our flexible spending arrangement plan for medical expenses and dependent care expenses. Please bear in mind that in order for you to put that on your clergy comp form, you must be participating in the conference's FSA plan and no other. For medical expenses, an amount from your salary can be set aside and used to pay for those deductibles, for your co-insurance or your co-pays. For dependent care, an amount can be set aside to be reimbursed for paying someone to look after your dependents while you're able to go to work. Usually the IRS will release what those limits will be later in the year, so I don't know the actual amounts for 2018. But to bear in mind, go with what they are now for 2017. $2,600 is your maximum for medical, $5,000 is your maximum for dependent care. Bear in mind that medical is available in its entirety January the 1st. Dependent care, however, is reimbursed as you accrue it into your accounts. Now, how do you get involved in all of this? Or how do you make changes from 2017 to 2018? Well, let me share first of all with you, if you don't want to make any change from the basic to the basic plus or vice versa, you don't want to make any changes in adding or taking off a dependent, you don't have to do anything. It'll just roll right over seamlessly and continue into 2018. However, if you do want to make a change to go from one active plan to the other, or if you need to take off a dependent or add a dependent or make a change in your family coverage, we do need you to complete the open enrollment form. You can find those at the WNCC admin.org website under the Benefits tab. For the flexible spending arrangement, we have to have a form from you. Whether you're on the plan now or not does not matter. Whether you want to make a change in your dependent coverage on it or not, we are required by the IRS that every year have a new enrollment form. And they're also located on that admin website. Please, and we have so many who neglect this, please know that simply putting an amount on your clergy comp form does not get you into the plan. You have to complete an enrollment form. All of these forms we need in Treasury Services to the attention of Dale Bryant by December 1st, 2017. That's so we can get all this paperwork done, everything put into the system, ready to go by January the 1st. And if you're coming into the FSA plan for the first time, you will get a debit card. If you're already in the plan and have a debit card, the new amount will be loaded onto your card January the 1st. If you have any questions or need additional information on any of this I've talked about today, please feel free to call or email myself, Mark King, or Dale Bryant in Treasury Services. You can email us, you can call us, you can come see us at the office, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Now I'd like to say a word about property and casualty insurance. Did you know that in North Carolina, every employer who has 3 or more employees, regardless of whether they're full-time or part-time, is required to have workers' compensation insurance? This is the law. A lot of our churches thinking, well, I have just a pastor and a part-time musician or a part-time janitor, I'm not required to have it. You're wrong. If you have 3 employees, they must be covered. The Western North Carolina Annual Conference, working with Church Mutual, the largest solely devoted company for church insurance, is very pleased to present a new program related to workers' comp for 2018. We're working with them to provide a very effective and efficient program of workers' compensation insurance at a very affordable price. Be looking for information coming out from my office within the next couple of weeks about this important program and how your church can benefit. Thank you for allowing me to share with you in this very brief conversation about these very important matters related to caring for our clergy in both the health insurance as well as workers' compensation. I just reiterate, if I can help you in any way related to these or other matters the Treasurer's Office can serve, do not ever hesitate to reach out to me. Call me, email me, come see me. I really want to help you be fruitful in your ministry wherever you are.